Good morning, children. Today, in continuation of your yesterday's lesson video, I, Vandana, is going to explain the same lesson in this video. I hope that you all have read this lesson thoroughly and enhance your reading skills. Today, we'll study about Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam's biography. Children, do you know what is the meaning of biography? The story of a person's life written by someone else. Like you can take the example of this lesson, the Missile Man of India. Now in this lesson, this story is written about Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, but it is not written by him. It is written by someone else. So this is called a biography. Now, children, do you know what is the slight difference between the autobiography and the biography? As the name auto itself suggests, that auto means self and autobiography means the story of a person's life written by that person himself or herself. So that story is called the autobiography. If a person writes himself. We all have seen Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam's image. So what comes to your mind when you think about Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam? The first thought that comes in our mind when we see Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam's image is about his simple living with great thoughts. And whatever we say about him is always less because Dr. Kalam has influenced many lives with his charismatic personality and curious mind. Especially, he has been an idol to many teachers and students. That's why his birthday is celebrated as the World Students' Day because of his untiring contribution to the world of teaching. And he identified himself foremost in that role before anything else. You can see here in his thoughts that in life, no one will remember how you looked, walked, talked, or what you did. Everyone just remembers you by the way you made them feel when they were with you. So he rightly said these words because we remember him because of his deeds, because of his contribution in the field of science and teaching. And his love for children was always evident. Before we talk about the struggles and achievements of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, do you know, children, who was the first president of India and who's your current president of India? You must be knowing that Dr. Rajendra Prasad was our first president of India after independence, and Sri Ramnath Govind is the current president of India since 25 July 2017 till now. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam is also known as the Missile Man of India. He was the 11th and the first accomplished scientist to hold the post of the President and the Supreme Commander of Army, Navy and Air Force. His shared efforts, contribution, love for his country and its people earned him the title of People's President. Do you know, children, what is the meaning of missile? Missile here is a weapon that works with a remote. But this is not the complete meaning of it. Missile means a powerful exploding weapon that can be sent long distances through the air. That is the meaning of missile. You all know, you all have seen the Prithvi missile or Agni missile. You all have heard in the news channels about the missile that India is a powerful country because they are having the nuclear power. And what is the meaning of accomplished? Here accomplished means proficient. Proficient means highly skilled at something. So he was an accomplished scientist. That means very skilled scientist. The full name of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was Abdul Pakir Januluddin Abdul Kalam. He was born on 15th October 1931 at Dhanushkoti village in Rameshwaram, which is in Tamil Nadu. Here you can see in this picture that this is the house where he was born in Dhanushkoti. It's his village house. His father was a boat owner who ferried means here ferried means carried someone or something from one place to another in a small boat. So he was the boat owner and he used to carry the pilgrims from one place to another. That means from Dhanushkoti to Rameshwaram temple. He is from a financially poor backward family. To support his father, he used to sell newspaper. In the picture you can see here that he used to sell newspaper in his childhood to support his father. His mother name was Ashiamma Janulabdeen. Here in the family pic you can see she is his mother and her name was Ashiamma. And he is the youngest among all 5 siblings. He had 3 elder brothers and 1 sister. He completed his elementary education from his village itself. Now here you can see the school where he did his elementary education, from where he did his schooling. In 1954, here you can see in this picture, in 1954 he graduated in physics from St. Joseph College, Tiruchirappalli. Now from this college he did his graduation in physics. In 1955, he joined Madras Institute of Technology, where he studied aerospace engineering. Do you know what is the meaning of aerospace engineering? It's the science of flying, especially in space, or you can say the development, testing, science and technology of aircraft and spacecraft. Now you all have seen, the person who make the aircraft and those who are involved in making the aircrafts. They study the aerospace engineering. And Dr. Kalam's dream was to become fighter pilot, but he was ranked 9th while that time Indian Air Force only had 8 slots. That means only they had 8 vacancies. Do you know he fulfilled this dream in the year 2006 when he flew Sukhoi M30 MKI in Pune? He also completed his PhD in physics to become a scientist. This is how he struggled and he became a scientist. So in the coming paragraphs, we'll come to know about APJ Abdul Kalam's achievements in science. Let's know what all are Dr. Kalam's achievements in science. After seeing his dedication and perseverance, he was appointed as the project director at the Indian Space Research Organization, which we call ISRO. He led many projects there and was extremely successful in each one of them. In 1970, he initiated 2 major projects, that is the Project Devil as an attempt to reverse engineer Soviet surface-to-air missile SA-2 guideline and Project Valiant, an intercontinental ballistic missile. Rohini 1 satellite was launched under his leadership. Now here launched means started. So under his guidance, this was launched. The Agni and the Prithvi missiles were also successfully launched under his guidance, under his leadership. And the launch of these 2 missiles were a historical moment for our country. The launch of Prithvi thundered our neighboring countries, and as a result, Western countries banned the supply of such useful materials for missile programs, but couldn't stop India under Kalam's guidance. The self-dependency of India in the innovation of missile that disturbed all the nations. And moreover, he was appointed as the chief executive of the Integrated Guided Missile Development Program. So this is how these are the few achievements in the field of science. So from the year 1992 to 1999, Kalam was appointed as the Chief Scientist Advisor to the Prime Minister of India and the Secretary of Defense and Research. Now advisor here means a person who gives advice in a particular field. And as we all know that Dr. Kalam was from science background, so he used to give the advice in the field of science to the Prime Minister of India as well as the Secretary of Defense and Research head. During this time only he served as the Chief Project Coordinator. Later he played a pivotal role in the year 1999 in nuclear tests known as Pokhran-2. It surprised many because he had not come from nuclear science pedigree, but he became instrumental as a technology manager. His sincere efforts and endeavor for making India self-reliant and defense and space research earned him a title of Missile Man of India. Now here, why he has got this title? Because of the contribution and his efforts in the field of science and space give him this title. In the year 2002, Kalam became the 11th President of India and served the country till the year 2007. So, from 2002 to 2007, he served as the President of India, the 11th President of India. Kalam was the proud recipient of Padma Bhushan, the Padma Vibhushan, the Bharat Ratna awards from the Indian government in the years 1981, 1990 and 1997 respectively. Here you can see the awards. This is Padma Bhushan, this is Padma Vibhushan, and this is the highest civilian award, that is Bharat Ratna. So he got all this in the year 1981 he got Padma Bhushan, in the year 1990 he got Padma Vibhushan, and in the year 1997 he got the Bharat Ratna in the field of scientific research. He was also awarded the Indira Gandhi National Award for National Integration in the year 1997. Here you can see this award. This is the Indira Gandhi National Award. You can see the picture how it looks. Dr. Kalam was not only awarded medals by the Indian government but also from the government of the USA. Kalam received doctorates from 40 universities. Can you imagine that he got this degree from 40 universities? Doctorate is an educational degree, also called PhD, and people spend number of years to complete this degree. But because of his dedication and hard work, he got 40 such degrees from different universities. In addition to his work, he also authored a number of books. Authored here means he wrote, as he has been an avid writer and has been an author of many books. Amongst them, India 2020 was the most appreciated and widely read book. Ignited Minds, Mission India, Inspiring Thoughts are some of his other books. Here you can see the cover page of his famous books. India 2020, Ignited Minds, APJ Abdul Kalam, My Journey, Wings of Fire. So these are his famous books. He also used to give lectures at many schools and colleges. As People's President with adieu to Rashtrapati Bhavan on 25th July 2007, but this was not the end of his pursuit. He perpetually worked to make India a world power. To achieve this goal, Dr. Kalam opted teaching. To fulfill this mission, he started mentoring young generation. Here you can see in the picture that he opted teaching. And whenever he get time, he used to give lectures at schools and colleges. Kalam loved young people and wanted to make a difference in their lives. Dr. Kalam took his last breath on 27 July 2015, giving a lecture at IIM Shillong. And this is how we lost a man of a high character and a great soul. Here you can see the last day when he was giving lecture and he fell down and got cardiac arrest. The entire world was saddened by the death of a simple, humble and a great man. So humble here means gentle, modest. Today Dr. Kalam is not with us, but his teachings are leading us to achieve new milestones. Thank you children. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Once again, go through the lesson.